Greetings, fellow gamers. Welcome to the Splatterbomb Lounge at the Splatterbomb in Splattertown, USA. I'm Coqui-san, and I am here at the lounge with Ernell flexing his muscles. Okay. Today I am doing a short playthrough of PAC-MAN in Namco Museum Arcade Pack. The PAC-MAN turned 40 years old not too long ago, and what a good way to celebrate a milestone than a look back at the game that started it all. Please stay tuned at the end of the show for your question of the night. So without further ado, let's game. Namco Museum. And there's PAC-MAN, the game that started it all. What that all is, I don't know. Pong really started it all. Well, I think tennis for two on the oscilloscope, I think that started it all. Well, something started it all, and I'm sure somebody in the comments will correct me on that. Let's just get into the game. Normal mode. And there it is. That's all we need. Oops. Let's just check around here. Yeah. Sound. Nah, it's all fine. Here we go. And once again, PAC-MAN is being played on a fight stick because that's what arcade games should be played on always. On arcade fight sticks. Because arcade fight sticks are cool. There we go. I meant to do that. I was showing an example of what PAC-MAN dying looks like. I did that on purpose also. Another example of what it would look like when PAC-MAN died after getting the fruit. That too was a demonstration on what would happen when you lose the last life of PAC-MAN. And get a game over. How do you like those examples or no? Oh. He's now flexing the muscles of his legs. Let me see the display here. What do the backgrounds look like? Let's see. Ooh. Let's play with those backgrounds. Very Pac-Man-like. I wonder if they got like the original arcade cabinet background for the background. I was demonstrating what would happen if you get eaten by a ghost after a power pellet. I was demonstrating what would happen if you waited too long and moved right into a ghost. I was merely demonstrating what would happen if you were to change direction suddenly and land into a ghost. Let's try another screen. Let's see. That was type B. What does type C look like? Oh, that's boring. Oh, let's do the boring screen. I gotta say, it was really cool when I first played Pac-Man in the arcades. Throwing that little quarter in. Moving that one joystick. Trying to eat everything up. And just dying instantly. Because I had no idea what I was doing. Oh, now I know what I'm doing, and I'm still getting eaten up. I merely demonstrated what would happen if you saw a ghost ahead of you and you got scared and went back into another ghost that was behind you. I demonstrate what would happen if you press the wrong direction when you get caught up in a corner. Hey, not bad, eh, or no? Oh. Now he's flexing his back. He's looking like Mr. Olympian over there. I merely demonstrated what would happen if you accidentally ran into a ghost when making a turn. I merely demonstrated what would happen when you get hit by a ghost when making a turn. Well, let's try out the next display. Let's see. What's the next background? Oh, that's it? Oh, that's disappointing. That's all the backgrounds. Well, let's do one last go. Do I want to change the backgrounds again? Nah. Let's just get right on into the game. I should have had more backgrounds. Especially the old arcade cabinet. That would have been so cool. Hey, get back here. I'm not gonna catch that one. Haha, you can't escape me. You thought you could get me, but I get you in return. Okay. I merely demonstrated what would happen if the blue ghost followed you and was faster than you. You know, one of the coolest things about the movie Tron was seeing Pac-Man in the background just before Sark smacked that minion off the ground. I merely demonstrated what would happen if you hit a ghost with one pellet left. I meant to do that. That should have been a feature. Him turning big. I mean, I know there's a couple of Pac-Man games where he does turn big, but he should have been in the original. This one. And I remember remember getting this for the Atari 2600. It was so weird. And yeah, it was still somewhat fun. I don't know why. Probably because I was a little kid. That's probably why. And I got that for the 2600. Whoa. And the sound effects too. It didn't have the music. Well, it did have music. It was just a little too weird. That was a demonstration of what happened when you try to escape a ghost only to run into a ghost. The sound effects were definitely weird. The pellets even looked weird. In fact, if I remember correctly, a couple of the pellets would be eaten in half. Ew. I demonstrated what would happen if I just stood there and not move. So, that's pretty much it. That's Pac-Man in a nutshell. But yeah, they had the giant square in the middle of that 2600 instead of fruit. Very weird, very weird. Ain't it weird? You ever seen that, on 2600? Oh. Suddenly he got bigger when he added more muscle to his body. Think Abigail in Street Fighter V, if you've ever seen him. Anyway, we've reached the end of the show. Here's your question for the night. Have you ever watched the 1980s Pac-Man series from Hanna-Barbera, whether back in the 80s or today? Post your answers in the comments below, and thank you, fellow gamers, for joining us on another gameplay. The Lounge Gift Shop is open in the description below. Please stop by and check out our merchandise featuring music, books, mugs, and t-shirts. The highlight of the gift shop is still The Impossible Man, a novel by the author, currently available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And for those of you in Japan, the English language version is available in Amazon Japan. Don't forget that you're cordially invited to click on the subscribe buttons available throughout the lounge. You'll find them in the lower right of the screen, below the video, and at the end of the credits. You're welcome to join us if you want to and have fun hanging out with me and the athletes of Splatterbomb League. Until next time, good night and buenas noches.